to our Path to the Plate Adventure Poultry Edition. Today is day 9. Let's take a look and see what our chicks look like today. As you can tell, there's not a huge difference between day 8 and day 9. But inside the egg, our chicks now have eyelids, and additionally, their kneecaps have formed. We continue to watch our incubator. It's holding steady at 99.5 degrees, and we keep adding water about every other day so that our humidity stays around 55%. Do you remember yesterday when we were talking about my plate? Do you remember that our eggs and our chicken end up in our purple protein section? That's right. I want to show you today something that's called a nutritional label. I hope that you've seen one of these on the back of your food carton or maybe a can of corn or something like that. Most of our food that comes in a package is going to have a nutritional label on the back. The next time you're at the store, pick one up and take a look at what you see. Let's break down the nutritional label to understand what it tells us. The first part of the nutritional label talks about serving size. This is important because it's a suggestion on how much of the product you should be eating. I love Pringles, and I could sit and eat a whole can. But when I look at the nutritional label, it tells me that I should only be eating 14 chips. That's a huge difference between 14 and the whole can. When we look at the nutritional label of the egg, the serving size is 1 whole egg. The next line tells us that when we eat a whole egg, the calories are 70 calories. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot when the adult person should be eating about 2,000 calories per day. The next section of our nutritional label breaks down those 70 calories into what specific components it's comprised of. So our first line is total fat. Fat in general we want to keep to the most minimum that we can. Our egg contains 8% total fat. That's not bad. The next line that we're going to look at, you might look at and go, oh my gosh, that's so high. It's called cholesterol. Our egg has 185 milligrams of cholesterol, and this tells us that's 62% of our daily allotment. We should only be eating, as an adult person, 200 milligrams of cholesterol a day. So when you think of it in terms of that, the egg does seem like it has a lot of cholesterol. Now, the USDA and FDA have done a lot of research on the cholesterol of an egg because it does seem so high. Studies have shown that there's good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. Most of the cholesterol in the egg is proving to be good cholesterol, and that eating them daily for a normal, healthy adult or child is not a bad thing. However, there are some diseases that people have that their doctor might suggest that they reduce their cholesterol. The most important disease would probably be heart disease. People with heart disease need to remain low on their cholesterol intake to help their heart work properly. So those individuals might reduce egg intake in their daily lives. That's okay. The next part of our label I want to talk about is protein. Remember, protein is our purple section on our My Plate, and it helps build our muscles and keep us strong. Our egg is packed with protein. It has 6 grams, and that's 12% of your daily allotment. That's great. The next section of any nutritional label is going to tell you what vitamins and nutrients are inside the product that you're eating. Our egg has vitamin A, calcium, vitamin D, vitamin B, and even iron. Those are all really good things to consume in a daily amount to help keep you safe and strong. When we open up our egg, there's several different components of our egg anatomy. Do you remember what we were calling this white part? That's right, the albumin. For cooking and for just everyday life, people refer to the albumin as egg whites. The yellow part is considered the yolk. let's take a look and see what the nutritional components are of each of those two parts. When you look at the egg whites, it has 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, and 4% of the protein. So of the 6 grams of protein, 4% or 4 grams are found in the white albumin, the egg whites. When you take a look at the yolk has 4.5 grams of fat, 184 milligrams of cholesterol, and only 2.5 grams of protein. So if your doctor suggested that you reduce your cholesterol intake, would you take out the yolk from your diet or the egg whites? That's right, you take out the yolks because the yolk contains all of the cholesterol within the egg. The egg whites don't have any cholesterol. No matter which way you look at it, eggs are an important part of our diet. They have a lot of nutrients and minerals and really good stuff to keep us strong and healthy. And when you go to the store, notice the price of a carton of eggs. They're not too expensive, which is another aspect to consider when you're shopping and looking at eating healthy. Come back tomorrow as we look at day 10. We'll continue learning about our eggs and our poultry and the industry as a whole. And I'm excited to show you what our chicks look like tomorrow.